The big area of risk in sport at the moment is head injuries and concussion, and that's because we know more about concussion than we've ever done before, and we've also got ways in which we can identify and recognise concussion which we haven't been able to before. We now have more data, more analysis techniques to analyse this data, so this allows us to be more precise in terms of identifying and diagnosing concussions, and then also in terms of treating and also reducing the risk of concussion. We can apply the latest advanced scientific techniques to the sport that people love playing to identify specific or general areas which we can then modify so that the sport maintains its integrity and maintains its core values. The impact that we've been able to have from our research already is significant. So recently the Rugby Football League reduced the legal height of the tackle in the community game based on our research which identified the high risk area being around the head and neck. They also implemented match limits for professional players based on our modelling which calculated estimated risk of exposure. We want to continue to be able to work with governing bodies to identify areas which are feasible to modify and which then reduce the risk overall for the sports. I was interested in doing a TEDx talk because it's really important that we disseminate all the research we do to the wider public. Concussion in sport and also sport more generally is of interest to everybody, and there's a huge amount of research that goes on in the scientific literature. It's really important that people understand what the evidence is, what we know, what we don't know, and also the work that we're doing to try and make sports safer for the future.